Greetings. My name is Reverend Dr. Rodney Coles. I am your host on this broadcast called Community Insight. Welcome to our show. The show is mostly about bringing resource to our community, information that you be able to take down and share with others. Today we have a guest on our show, a good friend of mine, Mr. Robert Williams. Mr. Robert Williams, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Dr. Coles. It's really a pleasure being here. I really appreciate the opportunity for coming, for you inviting me here to talk a little bit about some of the things we're doing in our community.
Well, I truly want to thank you for being here. There's a lot of things that you do, and I hope that we get everything in as folks listening to this broadcast and looking at it. Could you explain us some of the things that you do, Mr. Williams? I mean, you do a whole lot. Yes,
I do. I'm the president of Williams Marketing, and we're located at 1206 South Evans Street here in Greenville. And that business is more like a ministry for me because it focuses on the financial services for families. We truly believe that we can impact the community by impacting the financial situation of families. Our mission is give a man a fish, feed him for a day, but teach him how to fish and feed him for a lifetime. So that's our focus. Our focus is about educating. We are a financial services provider. We provide services around tax preparation, including e-file. We provide health insurance that we'll talk a lot about today with affordable health care coming up. We provide life insurance, and we provide free tools for family to bring their finances under control with financial tools, budgeting tools, and things like that.
You know, I'm going to share some things on the broadcast and put you on the spot here.
No problem.
For folks don't know that your finance background, and there may be pastors or churches looking at that, it doesn't know that you deal a lot with the finances in the churches.
I do.
And that's one of the things that I see that a lot of churches and even organization had a very bad of account on how to deal with their finances, how to file taxes, know about where the 990. And we have a lot of nonprofits, Mr. Williams, have lost the 501c3 because of not 990.
That's right.
And knowing you, I know you as a friend, you know, and seeing the people that you deal with, and there have been clients that I know that deals with you directly, that you have helped them with their taxes and things they didn't know about. Instead, so as people might be looking at this broadcast, because you know we're about to get ready into tax season too. But also you have helped. I've seen folks you have helped personally that had come to your office that needed help, that didn't know what things that need to be deductible. They could have done this and this and that. And I'm not stereotyping H&R Block and any of them. And I said they're all good. But I think a lot of times people don't dig into. It's like, and I'm gonna say it this way: it's like cooking. You know, some people could cook chicken, but somebody can really cook chicken. You know, they can season it where it needs to be at. And I kind of seen that in you, working with folks in doing their taxes in churches and organizations. So there might be some folks looking at this broadcast this time and say, you know what? It's going to be 2018 coming up. I need to make sure my books are lined up. Could you speak a little bit on that? Because I need how you work with them and getting that prepared and their taxes.
I really appreciate you opening that opportunity for me, Pastor Cole. One of the things that most people don't realize and they're most vulnerable around is their taxes, be that an individual or be that a church. I serve on the trustee board at my church, and we make sure that all of our monies are accounted for, that the 990s are filled out. I have run into a lot of small churches that doesn't have the infrastructure to make sure those forms are filled out. And down the road, they do lose their 501c. It's very important to do that so we can help them into that area. I invite them to give us a call. But the other piece, what makes us different than, what makes Will Marketing different than H&R Block? Like I said before, this is a ministry for us. The revenue is secondary to our education. And we get people come in that really can't afford our services, but we do that anyway because we have a commitment. We really, truly believe that we can change the financials of a community by changing the financials of a family, one family at a time. So I invite them to come in during tax season. We take the time. We really look at your previous tax return. We really look at any possibilities for deductions and things like that. One of the things we don't do, if you don't deserve a deduction, we don't give you a deduction because our business is about integrity.
Amen.
Integrity. But there's so many more things out there that people can take advantage of that they don't know about.
You know, you just said something. Integrity is very, and
It's very important.
I know that's with you. You know,
Yes.
some folks feel, well, I got all this money back, this and that. It found this and that. One of the things is that I've seen you have never done anything that was out of order.
No.
And I would say people think they got away with it, Mr. Williams, but you never get away with it. What's going to happen is going to come back and bite you.
And that's
very important for somebody that has that integrity to making sure that all the dots is dotted correctly, the I's are dotted,
Yes.
the T is crossed.
Yes.
And making sure that the right information go on there, because sometimes you get these large deductibles and get that money, and then you know what, they got to pay that back with penalty and all that stuff.
That is so true, Pastor Cole. A lot of our business comes to us as a result of people doing just that. They may go out and do their own taxes, or you have someone do that, and then the IRS audit their taxes, and they come up with this large sum. Many times, those are the individuals that will come into the office and say, Robert, can you help us with that? And you know what we do? We help them. We try to give them a step-by-step plan to recover from that. But my biggest statement is around that. If you do it right the first time, you don't have to worry about it the next time.
That's right. Do it right the very first time.
The very first time. But tax preparation is a great opportunity for people to really save some money, because there's a lot of deductions out there.
And they just don't know about it, And if you don't know, there's also what you don't know may hurt you. What you may not know may not, it may kill you and stop some of your fun is coming back.
That is so true. That is so true.
There's a lot that I'm trying to get out of you today. I'm gonna squeeze you like a toothpaste.
That's okay. I'm here. That's why I'm here.
And when you have something that's working with insurance, affordable.
I do.
And I'm gonna let you talk about that. Lord have mercy. Let you speak about that affordable care. And I throw my 2 cents in there.
Pastor Cole, that's one of the greatest opportunities that Americans today have, and I'm very passionate about that because I grew up in a very poor family, and I've seen the results of not having health insurance. I've seen the results of not having good life insurance. So that's one of the reasons I started this business. And back in 1992, I made the commitment to do this whole thing. But we're talking about health insurance, and believe it or not, 2/3 of North Carolinians fall at the 400% poverty level. Mm-hmm. So that means 2/3 of North Carolinians have access to affordable health care. And I don't think a lot of people are aware of that. And why affordable health care is so important is not just our community, the African American community, but every community suffer from things like diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol. And Pastor Cole, these things are preventable. And if people had access to affordable health care, I believe lives can be changed. By not addressing it up front, if we wait till the latter part when it leads to heart disease or heart attacks or strokes, the impact or the economic impact on a person's finances or family finances is tremendous. So I see the affordable health care as an opportunity. Now, there's a lot of political talk around that, but I think that's the best thing that could have happened. I believe that every American that's a citizen in this United States of America deserves access to affordable health care. Now, what does that mean? How does it work? The affordable health care works on the premise of a tax credit. So if you fall at a certain level, the poverty level, you'll qualify for what we call a tax credit. That tax credit is given to you up front and is paid directly to the insurance company, and that in turn bring the cost of your premiums down every month. At the end of the year, when you file your taxes, you have to include that tax credit. And that's another piece around education. There's another piece around integrity. I tell people all the time, when we talk about applying for the tax credit, we need to know your accurate information. You know, some people may come in and not be as forthcoming, but I always want to reinforce that at the end of the year, you've got to reconcile that tax credit against your taxes. So let's do it right. Let's make sure you get the best plan out there so you can have access to affordable health care. The other good thing about this affordable health care, and I think it changed the whole insurance industry, Pastor Cole, is the preventive mandate within the requirement. Mm-hmm. It means that every insurance company, every insurance plan has got to provide a preventive clause in there where anytime you go to the doctor for a physical, mm-hmm. a colonoscopy, a mammogram, anything for preventive measures, there's no out-of-pocket cost to you, no co-payment. And to me, I think that was a great vision, because if people can get access to that free, I think people will go and take advantage of it. And we're dealing with things at the front end versus the back end. Enrollment period, it's amazing that we're talking about affordable health care. The enrollment period starts November the 1st.
Wow.
November the 1st, and it ends December the 15th. For some reason, the enrollment period has changed. In the past, we had about 3 months to start enrolling people. We had, last year was from November till the end of January. But this year, it's only 45 days. Don't know why that happened. So 45 days beginning November 1st to December the 15th, the enrollment period stops. If you're not enrolled within that period, you don't have access to the health care. You got to wait until November 1st of 2018 to re-enroll. The only way you can get enrollment is if you have what you call a special situation happen. If your family situation changed, if you got divorced, if you lost your job, if you had a baby, if some family dynamics change, you'll qualify for a special enrollment period. But outside that,
wow,
the door is closed.
By you saying it, I'm looking at that they are actually, because of the time length, 45 days. And remember, you got weekends.
Yes.
And, listen, Thanksgiving takes a couple of days.
It does.
Thanksgiving takes a whole week. So
yes.
you really don't have that many days that you have. And the key thing of affordable care, and I know some folks are listening to this broadcast, is that we need to have some type of insurance to go to the doctor.
We do.
And to knowing that there's a premium that you could get for a very low cost.
Yes.
And that can help you as you go into the doctor. And like I said, some of the things that there's no charge at all.
Yes. Yeah.
Whether we want to know it or not, we all die. I mean,
That's true.
and we all gonna leave from out of here. The first time I would say that God and Jesus brought Lazarus, but the second time was the Undertaker. It was all over the second time.
That's so true.
We leaving here,
Yes, sir.
I mean, we all like to live as long as we can.
Yes, sir.
And I remember a man telling me, he's in his, he's about 92 now. He said, Pastor Coles, if I knew I was going to live this long, I would have took better care of myself. I said, but we have to understand that the health plays a big part.
It does.
And I think that folks go to the doctor. A lot of folks don't go to the doctor because they don't have no insurance.
Yes.
And for those who don't know, that even the Vining here is a nonprofit
That's
hospital.
Right. That's right.
You understand? So certain things they do, certain things that they can help you with, but sometimes, we got to go to these private practice.
Yes.
Yes. I've never seen a place where there's so many doctors. I mean,
yes.
I could drive up on Arlington, and there's doctors all around the corner. There's more doctors that there's apartment complexes.
Yes.
There's more doctors than there's stores here.
Yes.
Which is good that we have a whole lot of different doctors, and they're not stopping. They still growing.
Yeah.
They're still growing, which is good for us.
Yeah.
But I think that folks need to understand that there's only 45 days to get this, and November 1st is right here. It's like next week.
Next
it's
Wednesday.
around the corner.
That's right.
So to get that enrollment, and if I want to, as I'm listening on this broadcast, listen, I need to get enrolled with this. I mean, who do I call? What number do I contact?
The number you should call is Williams Marketing, 252-227-4391. My cell phone is 252-531-5072. And one of the things that we're doing, Pastor Cole, because you mentioned some very important, in between this time, you've got weekends and you have Thanksgiving holiday that takes away from that time. What we're doing at Williams Marketing, because we see this as a ministry, we are open on Saturdays.
Wow.
We make those accommodations. So If you can't get there through the weekday, give us a call. We have appointments on Saturdays from 9 to 4. So, and if you need appointment on Sunday after church,
Amen.
I may make some accommodations for that. But we are really trying to make this as accessible as we can because I've seen the importance of it. I've seen the faces of people that come into my office, Pastor Cole, that once we get them enrolled, I've seen a lot of people in tears. They walk out and say, man, I can actually go to the doctor now. And those people, once they've gotten it, they've been on it for the past 4 years, they'll pay their premiums on time. They are so appreciative of healthcare. And a lot of people, there's a lot of negative connotations around that, but there are so many people that's been waiting for this opportunity. And those are the people that we're reaching out to because people need this here.
Yeah.
They really need this here.
I appreciate you, Mr. Williams, because what you do, you know,
Yeah.
I know that you work, you're like me. Not everybody give their cell phone numbers like I do,
Yeah.
like you do.
Yeah.
Because that's a personal touch. I always
Yes.
believe that a
Yes.
personal touch is better than a preaching word.
That's right.
When you can touch someone, they can contact you. It just drives me crazy. You got to call this number, get to that number, you know, just
Yeah.
drives you crazy.
Yeah.
With those, and I'm going to bring this on the air as well, when people don't know the things that you do, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes when people do things, they do it for their heart, and that's where you are. But sometimes other people like me, who's on the outside, can see better for those on the inside.
Yeah.
And what they don't know that you have helped other organizations and people with job opportunities.
I have.
And getting them that be working with Affordable Care.
Yes,
Where
yes.
and I'm going to put this on the air
Yes.
and I have seen and knowing that you take the profit that you made and gave to ministry. People don't
Yes,
know
sir.
that.
Yes, sir.
You know,
It's a
and,
ministry.
and that's where is the key thing. And there may be someone listening to this broadcast. And I said that every church, I want you to elaborate on that. But I think that every church organization should have a representative in their facility that's talking about affordable care.
Yes. Yes.
You know, so I mean, if you could elaborate a little bit about
sure
on the
will.
opportunity that these folks have, and man, you got some good people working for
We
you,
do.
man.
We do.
And I know you got
We
a
do.
big training coming up next year. And
Yeah.
things, please, 'cause
We do, and
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you giving me an opportunity. There's a lot of people that need to be served, Pastor Cole. We've recruited agents to come in and help educate the community around the affordable health care, and we're looking for additional agents. If you're an agent out there that's got your license and you really want to serve and you really want to get paid for that, I encourage you to give us a call. If you're an individual and it's something that you want to become a part of, we welcome you. We will pay for the training.
Wow.
No cost to you out of pocket to come on board. We'll train you to become an agent. We'll teach you. We've got our offices where you have facilities that you can work with.
Wow.
The only thing that we ask is that you come and want to serve and really put serving first, because I truly believe if you serve first, everything else will fall into order. But yeah, we do have a great training program, and we are looking for people because there are a lot of people that need to be served. So if you're an agent out there that's looking for an opportunity where it's life insurance or health insurance, please give us a call. We can sit down with you. We can talk about the opportunity, what the financial opportunities look like for you. If you're an individual that want to come on board and do the same, we'll pay for the training for you. We'll pay for your onboarding.
Wow.
We've got the location that you can work from. We're just looking for some vessels that we can use to really serve.
You know, this is the first time on this broadcast that we was able to share with the community that, you know, this is an opportunity.
It is.
You know, so there's folks listening to this, like, you know, you said some key points.
Yes.
So, well, if I have a license, I could get myself involved.
Yes.
And now I don't, and here's a person like myself, I don't have a license.
Yeah.
I could use some extra income.
Yes.
You know,
Oh.
but it's not about the income, but I'm helping the people at the same time.
Yes.
I'm helping myself, and when you
Sure.
have more, you can give more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, as a question that I preached one Sunday, I think that a lot of times we are taking from God, but the question is, what are we doing to give God the glory?
That's true.
And
That's
when
true.
we give to organizations like the Soup Kitchen
Yes.
or Griffith Ministry and
Yes.
other ministries, there's so many. I'm not being prejudiced here. Mm-hmm. I haven't mentioned your ministry. You know what I'm saying? But the ministry's out here, to help you. So you will help me get my license. You will pay for it.
I will pay for it.
All I got to do is call you.
Call me.
And help me get that. And I can help people, which we know they need help.
That's right.
That's a blessing right there.
And you know what? You mentioned churches too, Pastor Cole. I believe because churches is where we serve a lot. Mm-hmm. We go into churches and for every opportunity we get, we want to go in and talk about the affordable health care and the opportunities. But we also want to talk about financial planning. Mm-hmm. So we've gone into churches, several churches locally that we've been in and did financial seminars around family budgeting and around the need for health insurance, the need for life insurance. So we're open to do that as well. I do believe that if a church, like you said, I think every church should have a representative, a resource person in that church, that if a person needs insurance, that they can go to that person can reach out to someone like me or you to provide that services to their members. Man. You know, Martin Luther King said something very important a long time ago. He said, a pastor not only should be concerned about the soul of a person, but he should be concerned about the conditions that really hinder that relationship. And that's what made it so special when I met you, Pastor Cole. I see you taking care of those needs, not only the souls, but the conditions around that. So that's why I got excited when you invited me to this program, because I know I'm partnering with someone that's got a like vision that we have at Williams Marketing.
I know you from your heart and the things that you have done. I've been knowing you for years and the things that you help others, and that's so important. I think that as my role, if anything that God has me to be, is to help empower others to connect with the right people. Yes. I'm just a walking resource, and make those connections where folks, I think that the thing that bothers me most, when people have those connections or resource, they hold it for their own selfish reason, and it's not theirs. It's if God bring folks into my area, in my lane, in my space, it's to share it.
It is.
For others, and you've been like that. You have shared, you have helped, you have given, and that's really important. And I do thank God for allowing me to be that type of person. And my heart is not selfish.
Yes.
That even with the interfaith clergy, where they're about helping and giving and showing what needs to be done in our community. But I just want people to know the things that you're doing.
Yes.
You hit some key points. If you don't know how to manage your money, you're not going to be able to pay for no premium.
Yes.
So and that's a lot of biggest issues. A lot of people, they don't know. Some people they don't say thank God it's Friday because they're already broke. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
But they bills are already been paid out. They don't know how to budget.
Yeah.
They don't know how to set forth. Money. And I mean, it doesn't matter how much money you make it.
That's
if
right.
you don't have a budgeting and lining it up, to me that's following with scripture. Everything must be done in decent,
in order,
and in order. And if it's not, you're all over the place.
Yep.
But helping them with that, and I'll let you speak a little bit that.
Yeah. And Pastor Cole, you really touched on in the Bible. It tells us that if we do well over a few things, He'll give us a lot of things to manage. So you're so right. And I've seen people think money is the answer, but it's not. It's managing the money. Money is a resource. Money is designed it's called currency. And it should flow. It's not designed to hoard. That's why I call it currency. And it's more effective when it moves through my hands to other people. And when we talk about financial planning, it's important. It's important to do a family budget. It's important to know where your money is going. And I say that not because I've learned it in the book, Pastor Cole. I say that because I've learned it. I got out of school and I made a lot of money, and I spent a lot of money. And I've learned that you can be a millionaire, but if you're spending $1,001,000, you're just as broke as anybody else. So from those lessons that I learned personally, and things that I've taught my children, and I see that they've embraced it. Those are the things that we want to teach other people. It's not a difficult thing to do. It's a discipline.
It's amazing you say that, as people think money is the answer.
No.
I would say this: money in the hand of a fool will soon depart. And money bow to knowledge. Knowledge doesn't bow to money. They don't understand that part.
Yeah.
And it goes back to Jesus said, the poor will always be among you, but I'm only here for a little while. And I say this, it kind of falls to of this one. I'm going to get to this scripture. It's mentioned that poor people are ignorant, and ignorant people are poor. Got nothing to do with the money, but it's doing what Hosea 4:6, a lack
Oh, yeah.
of
Oh,
knowledge.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Williams, as we closing out
man.
on this show here, Lord have
Oh,
mercy.
man. Oh, man.
As we closing out, I want to thank you for being on this broadcast. I would like you to, as we close out, to give all your information.
I will.
How to get in contact with
Okay.
you. Thank you. Things that you're doing.
Okay.
Helping others. Job opportunities. I encourage everyone to join on with this
Please,
here.
please.
To understand how you understand finance, how to work to bring job opportunity to your church.
Yes.
And helping other people and helping others. And as we close out on this show, I truly want to thank you.
Thank you,
And as
Pastor
the
Carl.
camera's yours, you to go ahead and tell me how to get in contact, your website, your phone number, and everything.
Thank you, Pastor Cole. You can reach me at my name is Robert Williams. We're located at 1206 South Evans Street in Suite 22 and 23. My office number is 252-227-4391. The office manager there is Gina Gibbs. My cell phone number is 252-531-5072. If you go to our website, that's www.wms316.com. You will find a lot of free financial tools there. You can do a calculation to see if you qualify for tax subsidy. So
Thank you.
I encourage you.
We thank you, Mr. Williams. Our time is up.
Okay.
God
Thank
bless.
you. Thanks, Pat.